Deuxième et dernier jour à Durban, où le ciel s'est finalement levé pour donner cette couleur assez incroyable de l'océan Indien et de la végétation qui l'entoure. Aujourd'hui, nous allons visiter une famille d'Indiens dont les grands-parents font partie de la première génération d'immigrés venus sur des navires britanniques récolter les cannes à sucre sur le continent africain, donc ici en Afrique du Sud. Durban, comme on l'a déjà vu, un climat tropical, donc complètement approprié pour ce genre de culture. Donc voilà, à tout de suite.
Yeah, most of them are Indians here. Lot of Indians. Very good place to be. Yeah, enjoying it.
My grandfather.
Your great-grandfather?
My great-grandfather. Mama's great-grandfather.
When was this picture taken?
79.
79.
This picture was taken somewhere in the 60s.
And he originally
died at the age of 116.
116 years. I was born in 1946. My grandparents, they were from India. I got a picture of my grandfather. He came in 1882 to South Africa when he was about 16-year-old boy. And he lived somewhere in the cane field in Mount Meadow, and he worked there as a laborer for so many years. And when they finished the task over there, then he bought a farm in Curtis State.
Okay.
Then he had his own farm, and he did his own farming, and that's where we all was brought up.
Okay. So you were brought up in this farm there?
Yes, in the farm.
Were you working?
I was working.
What did you do?
I was a clothing factory worker as a machinist. I was a machinist.
I used to build houses, build factories. Yeah.
Was it for Indian people or just
No, both. For the white,
both?
yeah. Even for the Indians, whites, Africans. You see, once we worked for the company, then after that I moved out working for contractors. We joined the union. There we started working.
So how did South Africa change since these last years and since you've been young, really?
The early days, there was apartheid, as you say now, and we were segregated. We can't go where the whites were, in the transport, in the train, or in the parks. They are the special places for whites and non-whites. But certain places we are not allowed to go there at all, any area of that places.
And how
very restricted. And there was a time we can't go and build in white areas, but we were forced because they couldn't do without the Indians. They couldn't do without us. The whites couldn't cope, so we had to go and work in the European areas. That's how it went on.
Born in 1934, 20th February. Yeah.
And you lived as well through the apartheid, and you know very much.
Through that time. But you see, at that time when the whites were ruling, though we were deprived of certain privileges, but we were not so bad as today. Today the blacks have taken over. We are Indians just left out. They don't even recognize us. In fact, the Indians were the first people to fight for this country to get freedom. But today, the blacks, because of the Indian support, they got this country, and they don't think much about us, They even in job problem now, Indians don't get all the top jobs. The blacks, even if they are not educated, they're not even qualified with certain things, yet they are privileged. But the Indians, with all the education and all the, they don't have the privileges. That's the only problem there. Other than that, it's okay. I mean, we have to take as things come,
For me, the country is totally changed a lot from what my granny told you as well. The country changed a lot, because back in the days there was not like how it was crime rate how you got now. Now the crime rate is higher than what it was. You see?
And do you still feel it? Do you actually had troubles?
Now there's a lot of troubles because you're afraid to go out at night. You're afraid to do this. You can't walk on the road because guys will check you. Stuff like that.
Do you think things are getting better in South Africa, or will it get worse?
If
things work out the way it should, then things will get better in South Africa.
Mhm.